most common questions I get from patients at Centracare generally are about fever, how to measure it, what does it mean, and when is it dangerous? Now, it being cold and flu season, we're seeing a lot of patients come into Centracare with elevated temperatures or fevers. We're also getting a lot of questions from concerned parents about their children with fevers. So first of all, what is a fever? It's defined as anything over 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, that body temperature is best measured either by an oral thermometer or a device like this placed in the ear. It's a tympanic membrane thermometer. It measures the temperature off the eardrum, and within a few seconds you get a very good measurement. You can also measure an axillary or armpit temperature by placing a thermometer there, but that's not as accurate, and it typically would be about a degree below what it actually is. And of course, the gold standard for estimating core body temperature, and that's a rectal temperature. And sometimes we have to do that to get a very good measurement and confirm what the temperature is. Now, fevers are the body's response to an infection, and typically when we get to that point of 100.4, it means your body's fighting off some type of organism, either a virus or bacteria. This time of year, it's going to be a virus, whether a cold virus or a flu virus. So if your child has temperature over 100.4, they got the runny nose and cough, that's all part of the package of fighting off that infection. Now, when is it dangerous? Well, I tell patients it's not so much the height of the temperature, it's the underlying infection that they're fighting. So if somebody's very, very sick from an infection and has a severe infection, they'll get to those unusually high temperatures, 104, 105, etc. Now, you're not going to normally see those types of elevations. You're going to see high fevers this time of year with the flu, that sudden onset of fever. You feel great in the morning, you go home at night and you got 103, 104 temperature. That's influenza. The main reason we treat the fever is for the patient's comfort, because when the temperature goes up, our heart's pumping harder, our system's working harder, we're breathing faster, etc. So lowering the temperature can decrease those energy needs, make the patient more comfortable, and prevent dehydration. Now, if there are any concerns at all, if the child has a rash and a fever, if they're acting unusual, if there's some confusion, if they're very lethargic, a headache, neck pain, etc., then it's important to get that checked out because there may be some severe underlying source of the fever. But again, fevers are very common, and it's just the body's response to fighting an infection.